Today I'm starting the Azure DevOps. Okay, I just logged in into the Azure DevOps portal. Even I have already an account created in the Azure portal, so it will also support my Azure DevOps also. Azure portal and Azure DevOps portal two are different, but on the same platform. Okay, now you can see here the URL devazure.com. devazure.com means in Azure, DevOps is a service, which is software as a service. On the Azure, DevOps is a software as a service. It is in a service, so that's why it is a separate, having a separate resources and the separate services in it. So why we require this Azure DevOps on the Azure? As you all are already know that, okay, all enterprise customers are moving to the cloud, okay, Azure cloud. So why they are moving? So they have an application or web server to make it development, okay, to make a development of that application and to make it an operational into the market. So okay, they need a development services and the operational services. So when it is comes to the development services, it comes under PAS. Okay, and when it comes to the operational services, it comes under SAS. So this DevOps is combination of this and this, SAS, PAS. Even these two also comes under IAS, but I'll tell you when it is comes. Okay, for an example, web app is there. Okay, app test is there. Okay, app gateway is there. So mainly web apps comes under platform as a service. Even Docker, Kubernetes as comes under PAS only. So here Azure boards, Git repositories, okay, and Azure test, pipelines, insights, okay, this all services comes into SAS. Now you can see left side the DevOps monk, it is in an organization. Okay, so in Azure DevOps there are two terms of the organization and the project. So what is this organization? Organization is nothing but where you are creating your own project on the Azure. It is your it's kind of VNet on the Azure. Okay, on the Azure DevOps, organization is your project. So it is an organization. In the organization you will have projects. So every project is nothing but a product. So here we have three types of DevOps methodologies. So what are they? One is service based, one is project based, one is product based. Okay, service based, project based, product based. So this type is varies depend upon the customer requirement. Let's take an example. If any SDFC bank is there, okay, SDFC is banking working for the products. Okay, let's say it is having a new features. Okay, so that is comes into the project. And when SDFC is having old features, okay, which are not going to be end, so that is comes into the service. Okay, by default SDFC will be the service project, and when the SDFC is handling the new products, okay, and new changes in it, so it is a project. And when it is product, it is dealing with non SDFC products, then it is comes into the product. And in product, one more thing also there, so that is small scale industries like social apps, social media apps, okay, OTT platforms, like that, it will comes into the product. So whenever the interviewer asks what is your last project, okay, say among this product based or service based or project based. So here the organization, the DevOps monk is an organization. In the organization I can create my project. I can create a one more organization also. You can see organization settings downside. So what are the settings? It is the name. With this URL I can open the nothing but this URL only. So privacy URL and time zone. On the left side you can see OU, project, users, billing, global notifications, usage, extension, active directory. So boards, permissions, policies, agent pools. So these are the settings in the organization. We're going to discuss this one by one in future classes. So here you can see in the organization we have a project. Okay, if you click, no project is here up to now. And now users. Now I have an organization. If I added the user into the organization, these users can also access my project. Okay, and one more thing, if I added the user into this product or this project, okay, he cannot make write changes on the organization. Okay, in project also we can add the users, in organization also we can add the users. Okay, so here in the Azure DevOps we can call it as a organization and projects, but in the GitLab CI/CD we can call it as a GitLab group and GitLab project. GitLab is a competitor to Azure DevOps now. Okay, now global notification, usage, extension, active directory. Already you know active directory, so we're going to use this one also. So let me create one project. How we can create the project? Project, you can add the project. So project name is, okay, you can write it down, this project. Okay, so public and the private. So you can see the public is not enabled for us. Why? Because we are using the freestyle, not pay as you go. And the private is enabled for us. Okay, and the private means we can only access this project, where the people only can access this project. So coming to the advanced, so here version control. So what is this version control? Okay, sorry, see here we have a two types. One is SVN, one is Git. Okay, SVN is a central distributed system and the Git is only distributed system. Okay, these two are different. So why we are not using the SVN and why only the Git? Okay, so SVN is only central. So previous time we have all developers are recommended to use the SVN only, but here it is having some disadvantages. So what are they? When the code is here in the central repository, so it is a remote repository or central repository, and this is developer laptops. Okay, developers are working here. When they are doing code changes here, okay, they need to maintain connection between this central and the laptop. Okay, so whenever he is doing code changes, if power cut is happen and this developer laptop got switched off, then he cannot save the code in draft. He has to maintain live connection with the central, then only he can push into the SVN. So that is central version. And now coming to the Git. Git is a version control distributed system. When the code is here, we can just clone here, and you can do all changes whatever you want. No need to maintain this connection live. Whenever you've done your changes, and you can push to the remote repository. When you are pushing, every commit it will track. So that is version. It is versioning. It will track your every version. Let's say the developer is using 1.2.0 code version is doing, then after he will push 1.2.1, so it will track these versions, all versions and commits. So that's why Git is popular. Distributed system. We have GitHub free, and we have GitHub enterprise, and we have GitLab. These three are related to the same company only, but the flavors are different. The purpose also different. Now you can see Git. And now coming to the work item processes. Now you can see Agile, Basic, CMMI, Scrum. So we can use any of the type, that is DevOps type. We can go for the Agile or Basic, CMMI and Scrum. CMMI is nothing but a Kanban only. Scrum is nothing but it comes into the Agile, but the Scrum is having a all teams combined at one place. Okay, so as of now Agile is having iterations, so all enterprise customers are still, it is for the name sake only they are putting the DevOps, but still dependent on Agile only. Still all are dependent on Agile. So as we are going with the freestyle, I can select the basic, create it. You can see my basic private project is created. Now let me go to my project. This is my project. So left side you can see these are the services. These are the services. And now I can give a description why I am creating this project. So whatever you want you can give, and the process is the basic. Okay, add as administrator. Okay, no. And what are the Azure DevOps services? Boards, repos, pipeline, test plans, artifacts. Now you can see there is no web app. There is no web app. These all are only CI, continuous integration. Important. Okay, these all are CI, and CD is different again. CD is again different. So it is called in Azure DevOps that as a release. You can call it as a release. So let me so what is this Azure boards? Azure boards having a backlog items. Okay, so Azure boards is mainly used to create your user stories and your tickets and your stories. Okay, and make it available to all your team. So your update and your status. So there are 3-4 types. So that is ready, in progress, done, completed, like that. So with that status, all your team members can know that yes, somebody is working on the story and the status of the story is this. So we are using Azure boards for that. Azure boards is a board where it represents all teamwork. Okay, and the repos. Repos is nothing but we have just used Git. So repos we need to do a pull operations and push operations. So that are repos. And pipelines. So by using this pipeline only, we are writing how the code need to be go. And the test plans, after we are doing the pipeline and all, we can do test cases, and once the testing is done, we need to generate the artifacts. So pipeline is nothing but, I'll give you a best example. So we have our home. Okay, this is our home. Okay, we have this bedroom, and this is kitchen, and this is cold room and this is hall. Okay, so here it is a drainage is going. Okay, so how in your home how the pipeline will connect of water going. Okay, so let's say here it is bathroom is there. Okay, so it will connect. So what the civil engineer will do, he will plan all rooms can connect to the one pipeline only. Okay, so we will connect like this, starts from here and the water will go like to the drainage. So this is pipeline. So every room here is a stage in in this pipeline. Every room is a stage here. So this pipeline is nothing but our code, our scripting. Okay, so this starting point is nothing but a git, push actions, pull action. This drainage point is nothing but a web app. I think a very shit example, but okay, web app last. So where it is deploys. Okay, and once we're done we can do test plans. And what is this artifact? See, while the developer done any code and it has passed repos pipeline, while it is building, okay, it will add some extra files, some extra configurations files to the package. Is anyone know what are the packages are available in building purpose of in building of the code? Naveen, తెలుసా? Oops, Naveen got Vinod,
Anna.
you know what are the packages available?
No, no.
.var, .jar, .er. These are the packages. Okay, I'll tell what are these packages also. Okay, so these are the services is available in the project. We can go for this Azure services. Okay, so let me delete this project. వీళ్ళందరికీ ఒక టైం అడిగి సెట్ చేయాలి. Okay, and you can log out from here.